This is Spider-Man. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So this is one of those yearly revisits that I love to do, to take a look at this game running on, well, the Series X platform. So what is this game? Well, this is the amazing Spider-Man 2, which had a release on the Xbox One. So if you bought it at the time digitally, you would still have access to it now. If you somehow find a physical copy that exists, you can also play this game. So it has been delisted. That means you can't buy it digitally. That's right. Come on guys, get with it. You cannot pick this up anymore. You have to find a physical copy if you want to get it at this point. Otherwise, you are out of luck. That's right. No Spider-Man on the Series X for you. But yeah, what are we getting here? Well, it is... I'm going to destroy that turret. 1080p, 30 FPS, with auto HDR support. That's right, we got all the details now. And yeah, you know what? It doesn't look perfectly high res at this point, you know, it's a little bit jagged here or there. But for the time, not a bad Spider-Man experience if you like, well, you know, being able to play as this character. Because I gotta say, we're not exactly getting a lot of Spider-Man games on the Xbox side of things, am I right? Ooh. Looks like Spider-Man is hurt a little bit, but if he does some Far Cry-like, ow! Far Cry-like movements, he can heal. I know, right? What is that? I got bombed? First person death of the Spider-Man. So yeah, this one's obviously got faster loading now, which is great. Open world city that you can explore that's obviously insanely highly detailed, beyond levels of belief that you could ever imagine. I don't think we could ever get a Spider-Man game more alive than this. Look at these crowds, they're super busy, all these people walking on the streets. Look at these really, really realistic reflections that totally show exactly where you are in the city at any time. I mean, it's perfect. So anyways, this one's kind of interesting because, you know, basically Beanox they made some really, really good Spider-Man games. They honestly did. They made some excellent, excellent Spider-Man games. And then some Spider-Man games, they were really, really rushed to do. And some of them they needed to tie in to, you know, movies and stuff, or releases for Spider-Man things. And it's a little disappointing that, you know, that sort of connective license still doesn't exist, you know, Activision-wise, so that we could still enjoy, you know, these Spider-Man games down the road, or, you know, years down the road like we are now. And it would have been great if, you know, these things were made more available, or made available again. I think would be awesome. But yeah, it is kind of fun to dive in here and, you know, play a little Spider-Man, because, like I said, it's, you know, it's not necessarily, I guess you would say, top-tier Spider-Man action, but it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's got its moments. I mean, like I said, there's all this open-world stuff. There is a campaign where you get to go beyond the amazing and do crazy things as Spider-Man. Look at this intense car chase. You never know what kind of crazy stuff's going on. I'm trying to get this guy on the side here so we can stop this car chase. It's amazing that we haven't, you know, had issues with running into other vehicles, considering how busy New York is and stuff. Okay, I am just absolutely having problems here getting this finished up. But yeah, there's a range of activities. I think eventually we'll probably take a look, I think, campaign-wise at things. I think that'll be fun. Oh, so I just wasn't doing it fast enough. He was shooting at me right away. I got it. But yeah, I still think, you know, for its time, it's decent. Obviously, the Spider-Man stuff that came after this, a lot more impressive in so many ways. But I'm just happy that we have any Spider-Man still available on the platform. Because like I said, it is, again, just a very big shame that so many, you know, fans of this iconic character are not able to enjoy the character. on you know, the different platforms. This is really intense with this music going on here. Was I supposed to click like a button here? Rip it off, Spider-Man. Save this person. Be the hero they need you to be. Oh, this game's also got like a real special guest that I'll probably show off towards the end of the video, but yeah. Spider-Man saving the day. Look how realistic that is. It's also funny that the web swinging is kind of like, you know, you can swing back and forth on your stuff, but it's not like your web's really lot of air virtual web swinging, which is funny. Another day, another heroic act completed. And it's making me to be slightly less of a menace. Should we go do that right now? I mean, we're right here. Let's go take a look at Comic Stand. So I don't know if this was an Easter egg, really, but it's kind of a fun little store thing. The only issue is you got to deal with a little bit of a loading sequence going on here. But yeah, kind of and also more of a shame that there's not a whole lot of crazy world activities and stuff. You're kind of a little bit limited when you go back and visit here. But there you go. That's Stan Lee. I think a lot of people know who Stan Lee is. Kind of an iconic individual. Usually he makes fun of you. Doesn't really have a lot to say at the moment. And you get some collectibles and some old Spider-Man comics. Check the figurines, you know, you got different stuff like that. Stan! Comic Stand. Alicia Hardy and the Black Cat. So yeah, they actually have some fun character stuff in this one. They go a little beyond the scope of just, well, you know, of just the Spider-Man 2 movie.
Old enemy, we meet again.
Beanox, 1988. Yeah.
I can get behind.
Amazing Spider-Man. Activision. What a different time for this sort of thing. What an absolutely different time. Okay, let's go back into the world, the open world city. But it's always nice to come and say hello, Stanley. Always nice to come in and check things out. It's also got like the kind of like blocky menu kind of stuff, which was definitely of that time too, which is kind of funny. But yeah, no, it's just a blast to always dive into this one and just kind of play it a bit. Because it's like, you know, at the time, I wasn't really being like, oh yeah, this is something, like this is going to be the last Spider-Man game I play on the platform, right? You never really expect it to be the end. And then I'm like, I never would think that I'd be back revisiting this one, but you know, there's enough excuses to kind of dive in here and take a look at it. Is that Oscorp back there? There's a bomb.
If I can get near that bomb, I bet I'll sense it.
This bomb?
Gotta ditch this in some water.
Spider-Man's got the bomb. He's the bomb. Toss the bomb into the water. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Spider-Man. He's the spider with the plan. Spider-Man. But yeah, it is hilarious to see like just the technology change between like a large-scale Spider-Man effort and then like this where they were just trying to like kind of pump these out to capitalize on things. It's kind of funny. Get it out of here, Spider-Man. Out to safety. Oh, that is a heroic pose. That's what that is. Then you get like this newspaper bit. Well, I guess a video clip bit. Thanks, Whitney Chang. Always given the spider perspective. But yeah, there's lots of buildings and stuff. The traffic's kind of funny though, because it like literally like just pop it appears. Like obviously the pop in here is just atrocious. And it's not like a fully realized city in that, but like I guess it is a quote-unquote fully realized city, but it's not the scale of stuff we see down the road. Like you can really tell kind of like limitations of this era and stuff, which is neat. Oh man, those things were annoying. These little drones that follow you. Drive me crazy, cause huge destruction and chaos. What's this like people alert over there? That might be something cool to do. Is the boat in trouble?
Can't leave now. People are in trouble.
Okay, Spider-Man, I think you can take a break.
Could you assist me, please?
Yeah, there's all these like events you can do and stuff. Just hilarious little Spider-Man activities to do. You can tell this is really dangerous for Spider-Man. Because you're basically, it's like, you know, what were they trying to do to had time? Oh, went right into the water. I thought we could, like, maybe swing. Why do we have to bring him all the way over here? Would it be his, like, chauffeur? What is this, like, Spider Uber? Actually kind of funny to see a guy, like, holding on to Spider-Man there. but what is he, what is Spider-Man kind of gripping onto? Is it the tree? Because this one, from what I recall, yeah, had a lot of, kind of like aerial type swinging stuff, where it's just like you're not really attached to anything, but it's like some kind of figment of midair, which is kind of funny. And that's also the humor in that of it, is just like of its time. We're really bringing this guy pretty far away. Oh, we're bringing him to the emergency. Now that makes sense. Although, why would we need to? He was just on a boat. Oh no, he looks like he's banged up. Isn't this like the US and this is going to cost him everything to go to the hospital? Anyways. Spidey's everywhere. That's me. Not a menace. I am doing heroic acts wherever it is needed. .350 Street new series. Probably some developers from Beanox probably having a laugh. But no, they definitely made some neat Spider-Man games that I someday hope we get to see remastered. You know, Edge of Time, Shattered Dimensions. Actually, I think the first Amazing Spider-Man was decent too for this. But you know, that was a 360 era one. That one never got the whole Xbox One release, sadly. So the thing with these licensed tie-ins, it's kind of like of the time. But that being said, it's not like it was direct movie tie-in like those OG, you know, Spider-Man movies were, or Spider-Man movie games were.
I almost feel like a bully.
We got them, guys. We got the criminals. She's like giving me a pat on the back every single time I do anything. There's so many activities. Find the bombs and toss them to a safe area. That's a lot of work. Oh, there's a fire. We can go do that.
Sometimes I don't know why anyone still lives in Manhattan.
Right? All this crime and Spider-Man's got to do all the time. But I mean, at least there's lots of like random buildings that you can, you know, kind of run along. I mean, that's something, right? Winden Media. You just roam around the city. I think for the time this wasn't too bad. And then you got like the, you know, obviously the huge step up afterwards from the PlayStation side of things. And you're like, huh, no, they really could have taken this a lot further, couldn't they? Let's join the fire truck. Spider-Man.
Doesn't have much time.
What are we going to do? There's an American flag or two on that building? Well, we must save the day then. See all these fun activities.
Get down and cover your mouth. I'm on my way.
My Spidey senses are tingling. Oh, you're right there. Okay. Hello there.
We got people trapped in here.
The civilian life signs, they're dwindling down. That would have been horrible for Spider-Man's knees. Just want to put that out there.
Hey! I said I wanted my button medium rare.
Is there no one on this level?
Ah, and me without my marshmallows.
Oh, there's a person. How do we get to that person? Spider-Man, what are you doing? Get over there, Spider-Man. This awkward angle. I think this person's not gonna make it. Spider-Man, what are you doing?
Just a few more seconds. Those people won't be able to breathe for long.
I've got you, ma'am. The time is counting down. That was close. That was like, you know, I failed? I failed to rescue her? She looks fine. I guess I am a menace.
Imagine you're a fireman.
Event failed. Well, I did my best. I had her on the line. Sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes it's not easy being the hero the city needs. They always expect more out of you. Whoop. I don't know, it's got some villains and stuff in it too. It's pretty fun just to swing around, taking the sides. Spider-Man. I think we should check out some of the bigger buildings. Like, there's all these little event things you can do, but it's kind of also entertaining to take in some of the sights. Rethink thirst? I don't think I need to rethink when I'm thirsty, but that's pretty deep. And look, obviously this hugely popular area. All that poppin'. So we can run up the building. Well, it's kind of fun to explore. I just wish there was like kind of more for you to kind of do. Wasn't there the comic books? Like comic books. Suit. Oh yeah, and you can go to your, I'm pretty sure you can go to your like room and you can change your suits. See, I've already upgraded everything. Utilities. Oh no, there's still 6 comic book pages I'm missing. And I haven't found any Jameson's photos. Gotta get those photos of Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? Look, it's Oscorp. Because that was a big, amazing Spider-Man thing. I kind of wanted to crawl into Oscorp. Oh yeah, I forgot this one's all awkward. It's got like the outside layering thing that doesn't really make sense. Getting like shot at from this like drone. See all the shadows disappearing as I go by. Destroy the drone, Spider-Man. Can't just let you whip swing around. This drone's always gonna be causing issues, doesn't it? I think we're almost at the tip top. Oh yeah, was that not allowed on this one? Getting to the top there? Whoa. Oh, that was intense. Yeah, because then you could take the metro to his house. And you go change your costume up a little bit, which is fun. Oh, look at those moves. Look at that very, very realistic pool of water in the middle.
Can't turn my back on people in need.
It just gets just slapped right out of the water. It's like, whatever. That is funny, though. Wasn't there like a fight kind of fist symbol there? Why isn't there anybody in the park? You guys find it a bit weird how empty the Central Park location is? I don't know, I do wonder what would have happened if they would have actually gotten a little bit more of a, you know, push, budget type push or anything like that to really refine it. Because like I said, they kind of like were pumping this out. They did Amazing Spider-Man and then they did this one not too long after. To try to get a tie-in going on. Not to mention while they were doing other little better Spider-Man games on the side. Oh, fun times. Good times, actually. Such a cool, weird game like that. Eventually, I think a lot of people are just gonna kind of sort of forget about, am I right? Except for me, because I find it really entertaining to dive back into this one. I always get a little bit of a laugh out of it. I wanted to check out that construction site over there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it looks like a cool building. Probably where there was like a story mission or something that was going on in it. Oop. Spider-Man. Oh, we're already here. Thought this would be further away.